our host from the Standard Bank, Simon. And also I'd like to really say good morning to the CEO, Hotel Tourism Authority. I think, I'll just stop here and say all protocols observed. With your permission, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor. It's really truly an honor to stand before you today at the Standard Bank Top Women Conference, a gathering that embodies the essence of empowerment, resilience, and transformation. And you really embody this. My deepest gratitude to Standard Bank for convening this platform, a powerful testament to the critical role institutions play in fostering inclusivity, equality, and progress for women. This conference, ladies and gentlemen, resonates deeply with the progress South Africa has made in advancing gender equality. From the boardroom to the corridors of government, we witness remarkable strides as key national institutions are now led by women whose leadership exemplifies excellence and transformative power. Ladies and gentlemen, the topic I have been asked to address today is empowering top women entrepreneurs and leaders in Africa to rise above the noise. But what you may ask is the noise? The noise is the relentless barriers that block women from traveling freely on the road to social, political, economic, and financial freedom and equality. The noise is the laws, policies crafted without women in mind, the rules and regulations that work against us. The noise is the insidious voice of doubt, the self-imposed limitations and beliefs we sometimes carry. It is the harmful socio-cultural norms that weigh us down. It is society's unspoken decree that we do not deserve a seat at the table. But I tell you this, the noise is loud and reckless and fleeting. It is born of ego and confusion. It fades without purpose or impact. But the voices, the true voices, is different. It is bold, it is clear, and unwavering. It is a call for freedom, a call for action, and a call for unity. And as we gather here, I ask, are we contributing to the noise? Or are we amplifying the voice? The voice of women that holds the dreams, hopes, and aspirations of their families, communities, and nations. The voice that speaks for collective gain, shared prosperity, and lasting change. It is the voice that ran through the streets as the indomitable women of 1956 marched against the past laws in South Africa. Do you remember the song they sang as they marched the streets? Watinta abafazi, watinta imbokodo. If you strike a woman, you strike a rock. These women use the voice to remind us that we shall not be confined to traditional gender roles, that women have the potential to be leaders in their communities, in business, as entrepreneurs, and in every aspect of life. To hear these voices, we must silence the noise. We must unplug the distractions, the self-serving egos, and the purposeless chatter, and instead focus on the wisdom, reason, and determination that the voice brings. Let us ensure that this conference is not just another echo in the noise, but a powerful amplification of the voice. Once that endures, lifts others, and drives us to the change we seek. The challenge is not new to me. I, as most of you present here, have been silencing the noise and amplifying the voice for women's empowerment for the past 40 years, since the beginning of my career at the UN. Decades later, as the CEO of Agency-NEPAD, my resolve to address this challenge has only deepened. I'm committed to ensuring that women are not just participants, but leaders in shaping Africa's future. Through our programs and initiatives, we are breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and amplifying the voices of women across the continent. So I asked you, what can we do differently? How do we lower the noise and make the voice heard? How do we ensure that women's empowerment is not just an aspiration? We must answer these questions to achieve the transformative course of Agenda 2063, Africa's development blueprint. Allow me to share with you my thoughts in charting a path forward for Africa's women and the continent. First, Africa's economy must grow, not only to feed its population, but to create an ecosystem of progress and sustainable development. To achieve this, we must focus on two critical areas: expanding our economy to build resilience against shocks, and most importantly, increasing the number of stakeholders in the economy to make it an all-inclusive growth. This inclusive and expanded growth will be constricted if integration doesn't take place. Africa's current borders, shaped by the interests of colonial powers, have fragmented the continent into isolated pieces that prioritize extraction over shared prosperity. True economic freedom, ladies and gentlemen, demands unity, demands integration. To build this future, some of the Agency-NEPAD programs, for example, the infrastructure development in Africa, which we call the PIDA, is designed to build the needed infrastructure, roads, rails, energy grids, and digital networks that will connect our people and markets. The Continental Power Master Plan would address the energy challenges, generation of 1,200 gigabytes, upgrading transmission grids, putting efficient and effective distribution systems towards a continental single electricity market anchored on the 5 regional power pools and electricity trading markets. While the One-Stop Border Post program facilitates trade and the realization of the African Free Trade Area, the special economic zones intensify industrialization, including the realization of the CADA, the Comprehensive Agricultural Development Program, and the Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Plan, with regional and continental value supply chains. These and other continental mega investment programs call for your participation. For women like you, genius, for women like you, genius, to be bold and to invest in these regional investment programs. This brings me to my second point. Africa must continuously expand the number of stakeholders in the economy in tandem with its population growth for a sustainable and inclusive growth. We cannot build Africa without the 70% of its population. It's impossible. Women and youth must be in the front line. Women in particular bring a perspective of collective gain, unity, and development. And Agency-NEPAD is therefore creating platforms to amplify their critical voices. Under our Creating Opportunities for Youth and Women in Africa program, which complements the AU Women and Youth Financial and Economic Initiative, WIFI, which aims to unlock $100 billion to 10 million women and youth entrepreneurs, we plan to establish a women sounding board to bring together the valuable insights and strengths of women to coordinate our efforts for impact. Similarly, under our Energize Africa initiative, which aligns with our 100 million MSMEs initiatives, where we have provided $84 million in financial guarantee funds to benefit women-led MSMEs. We plan to establish a youth sounding board to ensure that young people can actively contribute to shaping Africa's development. These platforms, ladies and gentlemen, should not just be symbolic. They will be the engines of transformative change towards dignity and prosperity. These platforms will also be used to evaluate our many existing programs, such as our Skills Initiative for Africa program, where we are addressing the skills deficits across the continent, the Emerging Technologies program, where we identify transformative technologies, including AI, blockchain, and robotics, to accelerate our transformative agenda, and our $100 million project on African demographic dividend and sexual and reproductive health, where we aim to support member states and the regional economic communities to improve access to essential health services. Ladies and gentlemen, at this pivotal juncture, let us also proudly raise our voices to celebrate the strides we have made together as a collective. Today, as a continent, we stand with our own vision, the Agenda 2063, and its 10-year implementation plans, guiding us towards our aspirations. We can have two agendas, which is the Sustainable Development Goals and our own Agenda 2063, but we have just one plan, which is our implementation plan. We have also some organs, like the African Union Development Agency-NEPAD, and I'm honored to lead that as a woman. Your premier development agency, working to insulate our development agenda from internal and external politics, and to unite the collective efforts of public and private institutions. And this is also in addition to the AFCFTA, to the CDC, and to the African Medicine Agency that we just created. Together, these frameworks and institutions, including our centers of excellence and knowledge repositories for example, in climate adaptation, resilience, and climate mitigation, form the backbone of Africa's progress, ensuring that our ambitions are transformed into tangible results. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, as we come to a close, let's remember why we are here today. To rise above the noise and amplify the voice. The women of 1956 did not march to make noise. They marched with purpose, their voices demanding freedom and justice. Today, our responsibility is to honor that legacy by ensuring that our voices, rooted in wisdom, reason, and determination, continue to shape the future. Let us step into our power, our unique voices for shared prosperity and transformation. If we leave this conference contributing only to the noise, then we perpetuate the systems that exclude and silence us. But if we commit to being the voice, we become the architects of change. We create opportunities, break barriers, and drive Africa toward the transformative goals of Agenda 2063. Let us shape an African where women stand as pillars of leadership and shakers of industry, where their voices echo in the halls of power and their contributions ignite the flame of progress. Let us build this future together and transform this vision into women business opportunities and leave a lasting legacy. Thank you